Hi, good morning. I'm Isabella Janovick, the marketing director for the Warrior Trail Foundation, and we would like to welcome you to our podcast series, The Longer Miles, sponsored and affiliated with the nonprofit, the Warrior Trail Foundation. I'm here with founder, executive director Chris Raup, and he is going to explain to us a little introduction on why we have started this podcast.
Thank you, Izzy.
So, Chris, why'd you start Warrior Trail Foundation? And just give us a little background on what the Foundation does and their programs.
So, Warrior Trail Foundation really is a continuation of a previous mission that I had when I had another foundation helping wounded warriors. But I really wanted to do something where my passion lied, and that is with trail running. And Thus, we put together the Warrior Trail Foundation 2 years ago. Our focus and our mission is building resilience in veteran athletes through coaching, team cohesion, and developing healthy norms for our athletes. And Really, what we're focused on is bringing veterans into trail running or helping veterans that are already in trail running develop their skills and their experience and knowledge through the miracle of just being in our great outdoors here in the United States and helping them navigate challenges that they might have, whether it be PTSD, emotional challenges, just separation from the military and reintegration into civilian life. So that's really what our mission and focus is and how we're doing it.
And when did the Warrior Trail Foundation launch? So people
In
can
two,
kind of get an
yeah,
idea.
2 years ago.
So, why the name for this podcast, The Longest Mile? What does this mean to you?
Well, having run a number of ultras in my short career, I've only been running ultras for about 4.5, 5 years. I was a runner in high school, but found my way back to it after losing my father in 2015 to leukemia. I ran the Marine Corps Marathon was my first road marathon. Pretty much vowed I'd never do another road marathon after that. and I navigated my way onto trails. But what I've found in trail races, especially as you get past 50 miles into an ultra marathon, it seems like every mile you just ran was the longest mile you ever ran. Izzy, you and I were joking about the miles coming down off of Porcupine Rim at Moab 240 where we met 3 years ago. That seemed like the longest miles I've ever run until the very next race, right? Yeah, it's sort of play on words, but I truly believe the longest mile is a great name for our podcast series and really highlights the discussions we're going to have about not just the longest miles in trail running, but the longest miles we experience in life as a whole.
So that kind of is a great intro to my next question here. What can your audience expect from this podcast, and what's going to make it different?
Well, we're going to talk to a lot of veteran athletes. We've got a number of veteran athletes in formal coaching, and we've got a number of veteran athletes that are sitting on our bench waiting for coaching. Hint, we need money to put those veteran athletes into coaching. That's maybe the underlying cause and benefit that we have behind this podcast is to expand the knowledge on that. But also be talking to non-veterans, friends of veterans, and just friends of ours that have experienced some trials and tribulations in life, use trail running as a means to help navigate those. I like to say most of us are running to or from something, and we're really going to dive in and explore what those things are in a really authentic and real approach, unedited, and it's going to be hopefully different than something that else that you see on the other podcasts.
So unedited, meaning we should give our audience a little disclaimer here. There could be profanity here and there. There could be a lot of chat about bodily fluids and what
Yeah,
happens to the body during these long races.
yeah,
That's just a part of ultra running.
Yeah.
And there could be some tears as we share experiences with each other.
I hopefully there's a fair amount of tears in all honesty. I
Mhm.
mean, that's really what I want to portray through this podcast series is, the real experiences that we have out there, not what you think people want to hear, but what you really experienced, what we really experienced, and how meaningful those moments are to us, in not just in the moment, but in the days and weeks and months afterwards. Because I do believe that the longer you run, the more likely you are to have a transformative moment, and those transformative moments are the ones we're reaching for.
And how can our audience support this podcast and the Warrior Trail Foundation?
Yeah, we're not going to create Patreon sites or do any of that fancy stuff. We're going to direct everybody to our website, warriortrail.org. And on there, you're going to see about 5 different places an opportunity to click on support us or donate to us. And you can donate in a number of different ways, but the most meaningful way is either to step to the plate and sponsor an athlete for a year of coaching, or just make a monthly ongoing donation, because our operational expenses are on a monthly rotating basis. And so we need monthly donations to sustain what we're doing.
All right. Well, thank you to our audience. Thank you to our supporters. We would love for everyone to share this and spread the word that we're going to be hosting this new series as part of the Warrior Trail Foundation's YouTube channel. If you're a veteran or a friend or family and you want to share your story with us, reach out to us, email us, contact us through email. We're on social media, Facebook and Instagram. And any last words, Chris?
No, I just want to thank you, Izzy, for taking the time and committing all the time and resources that you do to our foundation. As our marketing director and slash chief of operations and everything else that she does, she's absolutely a um, I can't put a price on the value that she brings to our organization. So thank you, Izzy.
Thank you for that. All right. Everyone have a wonderful day. Please share this with your following and your family and friends. And thank you for supporting the Warrior Trail Foundation.
Stay tuned for the longer miles.